Welcome to the long-anticipated episode of the Metal Voice.
You got it, Alan.
Where we list our choices of the top 10 releases for 2014.
I'm very excited about this, Alan. I wear my suit.
Every
as you can
year,
see.
hundreds of thousands of millions of letters come in and emails saying, guys, what is your list? What is your list? And this is going to be our list here today of the top 10. If you don't like it, that's okay.
You can leave a comment.
Make your own show and come up with your own list. This is our show, so this is going to be our list. If you don't agree, that's fine. Tell us which ones you thought should be there.
Or leave a comment.
If we got a few right, say, yeah, man, I agree with that one. But either way, it's our show. And this is our list. So don't start with, you forgot this, you forgot that. I don't care, because this is our list, it's our show. And here we are with the top 10. We're going now with some honorable mentions that didn't quite make the cut, but deserve to be mentioned and promoted so you can check them out. Let's go, Jim. Who do you got as an honorable mention?
We just did a show, Loudness, The Sun Will Rise Again.
Rock and roll.
Crazy Nights. Alan, I mean, again, I've been listening to this album non-stop since I got it. Honorable mention. I was really... It was so close.
We did a show on it. I mean, the classic sound is back. Akira Takasaki on guitar.
Yeah.
Enough said. Next, I like Crocus.
Crocus.
It's a controversial choice here. Jim wouldn't let me put it in the top 10 because of Crocus live album.
Should a live album
Dirty
be put
Dog
on the top
tour.
10 list?
It's Long Stick Goes Boom live at the Rust. The song selection compared to other live albums. We could talk about Striper live at the Whiskey.
Sure.
This album, song selection is unbelievable. Made me go back and listen to all their stuff. Special Metal Rendezvous. A lot of great songs off of that. I love going back, checking out the back catalog, and this sound on it is fantastic. That's one of my honorable mentions.
Another great two albums from, let's say, the same members or past members is Gamma Ray, which was Empire of the Dead, and Unisonic Light of Day, as well as
Kiske.
Blas Von Dome.
Blas Von Dome, Michael Kiske again. Thunder in the Distance. A little bit more of an AOR kind of sound, a little bit more on the melodic side, but you got Unisonic with their second release. As strong as the first. Maybe that's why it didn't make our top 10. Anyways, what else?
And on the last one, I would say, from a thrashing perspective, Hyrax Immortal Legacy. I thought it was a really well written album, and it was close. It was very.
It had Body Count on there too, didn't you?
Body Count, great new album, Body Count. Ice-T. It was rap metal. I thought a lot of people would throw tomatoes at me if I put it on the top 10 list. Nevertheless, it's on the honorary mentions list.
Here we go now. Now, guys, pay attention. We're going to the top 10 list. Starting out at number 10. What you got there, Jimmy?
Alan, I'm just going to pull out the CD right here.
Here we go.
These guys have been cranking out thrash albums since the 80s. Non-stop. Always thrash, always brutal. Well deserved to be in the number 10 position.
Number 10, Overkill, White Devil Army.
There you go.
This is a must for all metalheads. This is the year of thrash. Thank you very much to Overkill for producing such a great album for all us thrashing fans to enjoy. That's number 10, Overkill, White Devil Armory.
All right, number 9.
Number 9. And this was released at the beginning of the year.
Oh,
you remember this?
Way back.
Number 9, Ice Earth, Plagues of Babylon.
Again, Jim, we reviewed this. You can go back in our previous episodes and check out our review of this. Again, John Schaefer, same quality, high quality, everything. Just again, for me, we had to let Stu out there, let the boy out of the box, let him go. Just let him rip, man, because I think he sounds slightly restrained on this album, and he's got a voice that can do it all. So let's put him out there in front and let him do his thing.
What I love about this album is there's a lot of work put into this album, vocal-wise, songwriting-wise, and of course, instrumental-wise. So hats off to Iced Earth, Plagues of Babylon, and that was number 9. Let's move on to number 8.
Number 8.
I mean, we're talking about heroes. We're talking about war metal. We're talking about chanting.
This could only mean one thing, Jim.
Number 8, Sabaton, Heroes.
This time they decided to approach the writing or the lyrics from a different side of things. Instead of talking about war in general, they're looking at the perspective of the people who fought in wars. a great album, and I congratulate Sabaton on a few levels. The first level would be that they are sort of they're part of the downloading generation, where it's very difficult to sell albums and go on tour and get people in venues. They have managed to pull off the impossible, year after year, solid albums, great attendances at their shows, and they are the model for the internet generation, that you can be successful and write great albums in this period, or this downloading era.
Who knew history could be so fascinating?
Hats off to Sabaton.
A history lesson in every song.
Sabaton, Heroes, in the 8th position. And now this is one of your favorite bands.
That's right.
Number 7.
Number 7.
Number 7, Evergrey.
Hymns for the broken. Yeah.
I mean, here's a band. This album was not supposed to happen. They were going to quit. They were going to wrap it up. Thanks for their memories, and they were off to do other things. Glad that they came back for one more album with the original members. Some of the members came back.
Yep.
Got the vibe going. Got the mojo going. Got the juices flowing, and they came out with this album again. Evergrey. We don't talk about them nearly enough on this show. One of the best vocalists in metal, one of the best lead guitar players in metal. They do it all. They got the ballads, they got the songs. Again, still missing that one big hit, that breakout hit. But they're like Accept. They're like other bands, like Iced Earth. It's always a very high quality, very well written, very well played a band, and the songs and the albums are impeccable, well produced. It's got everything you need, except that I would still say to this day that one breakout hit that's going to launch us. I call them the best band that nobody knows of, like Y&T used to be in the early 70s.
Exactly.
Early 80s. I mean, they've got everything. Check out Evergrey. Go back, check out their back catalog. A great band, and I'm glad they made our top 10 this year.
All right, going to number 6. Here we go, Alan. A band that you love.
Number 6, Edguy, Space Police, Defenders of the Crown.
Toby doesn't stop writing music. I mean, right now he's probably writing a song as we speak.
He's probably writing an opera.
Opera. So what do you want to say about this?
Then we reviewed this one as well. You can go back, check out that episode. But we came out at the first listen. We're like, we lost his marbles. Toby has lost his marbles.
What else are we doing?
But the more you listen to it, there we go. There's the Edguy everybody loves, singing about all kinds of wacky, crazy things.
That's right.
The driving beats. My favorite tracks are still the bonus track England. We've got Steve Harris. I mean, it's a classic. So again, Edguy, never take them too seriously. They're there for a good time. This album really comes through, and I'm glad that they made it yet again. It seems like every Edguy release makes our top 10. I wonder why.
Yeah, and he's probably writing another song as we speak. Okay, here we go. Number 5. Now we're really getting to
this. This is our top 5. Here we go.
Number 5.
Let's brush off the jackets, straighten it up a little bit, because now we're in the top 5.
A very controversial album. I mean, half the fan base loved it, the other half the fan base not so much.
Really?
Number 5, Judas Priest, Redeemer of Souls.
I mean, I've been listening to this album for quite some time now, and my original opinion has changed from what it is today. It's a great album.
Made our top 5.
Made our top 5. It's a great album. But I still find, and I know a lot of people might hate me for this, but the production is just not up to par. It's not where Judas Priest production should be. That was a disappointment for me, Alan, and I feel it more so the more times I listen to it over the past few months. Now, the songs, I think it was a double CD. There was a bonus disc. I think what they should have done is they should have taken the best of both CDs and just made one incredible album. Those are my 2 sour points. But other than that, Judas Priest is back. I had a chance to interview Richie Faulkner. It was a fantastic interview. It still is a very strong album with a lot of strong songs. Rob, he's not the Rob of old, but he's still singing great. And I thought it's a worthy number 5 position.
The songs are there, Jim. Again, it's Judas Priest. Enough said. The songs are more accessible than Nostradamus, I found.
Yes.
It's a strong album. Like you said, it's Judas Priest. Rob Halford still got the chops. And I think it's a worthy member of our top 10 list.
I agree, and again, just because I think the production is not where it should be, and there was too many songs where less would be more, right? In this case, I still think it's a very strong album, and I'm glad they're in our top 5.
Let's get to number 4, Jim, right away. Come on.
Number four.
What you got? What you got happening? What's
bring up
going
the
on?
album for
Here we
number
go.
four.
Here we go. The suspense is killing everybody.
Here we go. These guys are the original Thrashers.
They're crazy.
And they have
Wild.
been around since the Metallica days.
Number 4, Exodus. Blood in, blood out.
There you go.
An incredible album. Zetro is back. It's a very, I mean, I've already done a review on this, and it's a phenomenal album. I gave it a 9 out of 10.
Ooh.
And the more times I listen to it, the more times I'm liking it.
Ooh.
It has not left my CD player. I keep listening to this album. It's a solid production. The riffs are there. It's a wall of sound, Alan.
Wall.
It's a wall of sound.
Massive.
Everyone, well deserved, extremely well deserved. Number 4, Blood In, Blood Out. Go buy yourself a copy.
There you go.
All right, let's go to number 3, Alan.
Number 3.
Now, this is one of your.
the top 3, guys.
Alan,
The
I gotta-
anticipation.
I'm gonna
You
have
can
to,
feel
like,
it in the air. You can feel the electricity. We're in our top
All right,
3.
here, you ready for this, Alan?
Yeah.
Alan,
This is a very prestigious show here today. Number 3.
number 3, one of your favorite bands of all time. Big comeback.
Big comeback.
Ride 5. Unleash the fire, Alan. Unleash the fire.
What was a pause for? Unleash the fire. Of course, Unleash
I
the
still
fire.
remember.
Number 3, Riot 5, Unleash the Fire.
Here we go, man. You saw that with Giles. We had a great episode. It was a fun review.
Yes.
Hey, man, what can we say about this album? Relentless. Everything you love about Riot's there. We said it all in our previous episode, and it was a no-brainer. A no-brainer to put this in our top 10. This was like a unanimous choice for us.
Yes, it was.
Easy. Slap it in there. Without even a moment's hesitation, we knew that when it was released, it was going to make our top 10 list. This is a great album. If you don't know Riot's back catalog, go back and check it out. You'll be pleasantly surprised. But here we are today. This is Riot 5. And we got something old, you got something new. Everything you want about this band is on this album.
But you got nothing blue.
There you go. You got to check it out. You got to check it out.
Check it out.
And
Riot
it made
5.
our top coming in at number 3.
All right.
Metal Boys 2014 list.
All right, Alan, here we go.
The Metal Boys.
Are you ready for this?
There we go. Number 2.
I'm going to build this up.
There you
I'm
build
going
it
to
up.
build this up. Here is a group that has been consistently putting out solid albums. And not only have they been putting out solid albums, but they've been growing as musicians and as vocalists.
Huge
and
band.
as songwriters. And I'm happy to say, number 2,
One of the biggest bands out there
I
today
would
in
call
the
them-
metal scene.
I would call them a supergroup. They are the last of, or the first of the supergroups in this era, we'll say.
Supergroup.
They are a supergroup.
They are supergroup.
Are you ready for this, Alan?
Yes, Jeff. I am ready.
Number 2, Mastodon, Once More on the Sun.
This
Momentum
is a
builders.
fantastic, incredible, tremendous album.
Tremendous.
And again, this band has consistently bringing it. They have been bringing it. Album after album, tour after tour, and once again, they have proven that in this era, this downloading era, you can still make great music, sell albums or sell downloads, whatever you want to call it, and make a living out of being a musician. And congratulations to Mastodon, Once More Around the Sun, number 2 on the Metal Voice 2014.
Now
you're
we are for number 1. Jim,
Alan?
the number 1, the envelope, please.
The envelope.
Let's see what we've decided here. The envelope for number 1
In here,
top release.
in here contains the best album of 2014. Are you ready, Alan?
Based
I will pass the
on
envelope
the
to
Metal
you.
Boys.
I will make the You ready? Here it comes.
I'm trembling
Here it
with
comes.
anticipation.
There
Trembling
we
with
go.
anticipation. Let's reach in, and the winner is
And the winner is Best Album of 2014.
Blind Rage Accept.
Number 1, Album of 2014, Accept.
Blind Rage.
Stampede!
There we go, Stampede. Again, we did a review of that album when it came out, hot off the press.
Yes.
Hey, the energy we were in the studio, Giles was here. I mean, you could feel it. It was almost like we were on fire, electric. I mean, everything you love about Accept, it's all there. Mark's lyrics are fantastic.
Yeah.
The chants, the lead guitar work, the power, the drums. Everything that this band is back, and since the release of Blood of Nations, this version of the band, it's again the consistency that you expect from them, the quality, everything is done to the nth degree. I mean, this is German engineering at its best. That's what it is. They are the Volkswagen of the metal scene. They are the Mercedes. What else do you like to say about that?
Stampede!
That's all you have to say. Stampede.
Alan, this is classic heavy metal. And there's a little versatility there, you know. They know when to get those anthemic songs in there. They know how to make those thrashing songs or those power metal songs. It's everything you love about heavy metal. It's in this album. Congratulations to Accept. Congratulations to Wolf and everybody in the band. Congratulations to Gabby for doing such a great job managing the band. And thank you for putting out another phenomenal release.
Number one, kind of a no-brainer. I mean, really, when you know, Accept everybody since Blood of the Nations. I mean, this is their career. They're
knocking out of the park.
That's it. They're home run after home run, and that's why, again, give it a listen if you haven't already. Shame on you, by the way, if you haven't already. This is the year-end show, and it's been out for a while, and we're looking at Accept Blind Rage, number one, right here on the Metal Boys.